turns out, if it's gonna turn out to be ugly, just like you, or if it's gonna be looking like the real thing. So, let's see if we can get it to look the same. I'm gonna start with the face. Probably like the whole head. So let's do a circle. This is gonna be the skull. Okay. This is gonna be the skull. The skull. Inside the circle that we just did, we're gonna do a circle. Just a small one. That takes at least half. How about this skull? From here, we are going to do the two little lines right here. We're gonna cross it over. So from here, we know that the face is gonna be here, right? This is gonna be the center of his face. You're gonna bring this line all the way to the bottom. From here to the outside of the circle, we're gonna bring it down. That's gonna be the chin. The chin. The chin. If you want, just connect this one. You can bring this one down a little bit. This is gonna be the chin. This one you can bring it down and connect it. That's gonna be the head. Okay, now we're gonna make the neck. This one is gonna have his neck right below that chin. Okay, now since this one, Angemon, has a helmet over his eyes, then we're not gonna need to know where the eyes go in this drawing. They usually go right here. This is where the eyes go. The eyebrows, the eyes, right here. The nose. The nose we are gonna need. We can do the nose. You pretty much know where the face is gonna be at. The ears. But since Angemon only has the helmet that's covering most of his face, or I should say most of it, or all of it, He only has the mouth and the nose showing. Everything else is covered. So I'm gonna be doing let's see. I'm gonna be erasing some of those lines because we don't really need them no more. We already have the chin pretty much where we need it. We're gonna erase this circle right here. Here, from this little half of the circle, the small circle, we're gonna draw the ear. We're gonna bring it down and connect it. So now you know where the ear goes. And then you can erase the whole part right there. But since Angemon does not show his ears, we are going to erase it. We're gonna erase the other lines. We're just gonna leave the nose. Now what that we have the skull. The skull. We're gonna use or draw the helmet. We're gonna do a line. It's a straight line pretty much right above his nose. We're gonna bring it down like this. Cause that's the design of the helmet. So we're gonna bring it back over here. The helmet is obviously bigger than the skull, so we gotta bring it out more. And then make it out bigger than the skull, okay? We're gonna bring this part down around his cheek. We're gonna make it bigger than the skull again. I repeat that a bunch of times. But we're gonna erase the skull now. Because it was a little dark for you guys. Anyways, let's continue. Now that we have the nose and the helmet, now don't be making fun of the drawing, alright? Because I ain't no expert. So from here, he's got like a cross. You know, since he's an angel, we're gonna do a cross. Bam. Bam. He's got a little circle right here. This line goes all the way around and comes back and connects to the other lines. Bam. It's got these little dots. Maybe some screws in the helmet. Now that we have the helmet, he's got that suit covering his he's got that I don't know what it is. It's just covering his chin. So right now we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the helmet, the suit covering his chin. Bam. Just like this. If it does not look like the actual drawing, it wasn't me, okay? It was the lighting. I couldn't see correctly, okay? We're gonna blame it on the lighting. Okay, from here, we're gonna do the chin. Or I should say the neck. We're gonna do little lines right here for the throat hole. From here, we're gonna do some hair, because you know Angemon has that long hair, that long, beautiful hair. We're gonna do the shoulder. No making fun, okay? Oh, maybe I should do the mouth. I totally forget about that one. He's not smiling, he's always serious. So we're gonna do the mouth. Just one line. Just serious. And we're gonna do the little shadow under the mouth to make it look like a lip. Okay, mine looks like he's smiling, but don't worry about that. You'll be fine. Looks like I need to make the helmet a little longer. Going up. It's just the helmet, not the head. It's not that don't mind me covering the lighting. The light. Okay. Perfect. From here we can do the chest. Don't ask me about the body parts because I don't know any of them. So I'm just gonna flow. This drawing that I'm looking at, I can only see his chest, part of the arm. And let's see, I don't know what he has in his chest. He's got some type of balls. Half a ball, I don't know what it is. That's weird. I just noticed. I'm gonna continue the hair. No making fun of the drawing, okay? Okay, we're gonna do the other chest, back, whatever. Just got the other rod inserted there. We're gonna do parts of his stomach. That's as far as I can see in the picture that I'm looking at. So we're just gonna drop it right there. The chest, we're not gonna connect it. Okay. It looks something like that, I don't know. For the arm, we're gonna do the arm, like how strong he looks, all muscular. Oh my. Maybe I should have done that part first right here. There you go. And then we're gonna have to erase some of that. Let's continue, because it did not look good. Okay. Okay, for the arm, he's got an arm guard on his shoulder, at least on this side. And let's do that. We're gonna drop it down. The muscles. We're gonna connect this. You can find this picture that I'm looking at in Google. Just put Digimon, Angemon. It's gonna be one of the first pictures that was there. He looked pretty decent on this. So we're just gonna do this. It's got some little spiky things, kinda like the sun, maybe. So we're just gonna continue doing these. I'm not even following the drawing at this point. down. And he has this ribbon going down on his arm. So we're gonna do that. The little ribbon. We're gonna erase this one because I messed up. This is the tone of the muscles. There you go. It looks better now. The ribbon goes from here to here, and it just goes around the arm. Okay, so this is the ribbon right here. This is the arm. That's as far as I can see. Because it comes right here. We're gonna do the torso. We're gonna do the abs. Now we're gonna do the belt that he has. He has a belt with the sun as the buckle. I'm not even gonna follow the drawing, I'm just making the lines up. Just to make it go a little faster. You can always take your time with your drawing. There we go. You can also make it look a little messier. And it always turns out to be good too. Make shadows where you think they're gonna be at. Example, here in the neck. Like right under the chin. And you can make the hair go out a little more. Okay, now I'm gonna kinda restart this one. Make this one a little longer. There you go. Make it look more proportional to the actual body. Anyways. It's looking out pretty bad. It's not coming out like the original, but it will do. Okay, now I'm gonna draw the wing. From the looks of it, his wings are not that long. So you can just bring him out. He's got two different pairs of wings. We're gonna do the feathers. They don't have to be all perfect. I mean, it's just the wings. For your drawing, you can take as long as you need. If you are satisfied with your drawing, then you can make the lines a little darker now. Because whenever you first start, you never want to draw the lines super dark. That way, if you mess up, then you can erase them. You always gotta use these type of erasers, okay? These white ones. Poly something. I can't remember what the names are. But these are always the best erasers. This one or this type. You can make it in any shape you want. In any shape you want. For example, I like to do this little tip and then erase whatever I don't like. See, there's no light, there's no line anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna put this one back over here. I'm gonna switch up with my left. Train up my arm a little better with my left. It's gonna look a little dumb drawing with my left, but I gotta practice with it just in case I ever lose it. If I ever lose it, I wanna be ready. Because, I mean, I don't want nobody to clean my booty hole, you know, for me. So I gotta train my left hand. There we go. There's the wings, little bit of feathers, you know. Oh my. I gotta say, I have no control over this end. But practice makes perfect, right? So let's continue with the practice. We're gonna bring the arm close it up a little bit right here. And this is a forearm. Man, you know, you're gonna make it big because he has big muscles. Oh my. You know, if you're a pervert, like your president, you can always draw them, your characters naked. You know, you can always be one of those artists. I am those double artists sometimes. Because, the model could be naked. If you have a model in front of you that is naked, you cannot be a pervert. You gotta take your drawing seriously while she is up there naked, or him. You never know what you get that day, you know. Always be professional when you're drawing in front of people. Never be a pervert. I mean, unless you want to. Just don't be hard while you're there. I mean, unless you want to, but that would be weird. Anyway, this is kind of looking like it, like the actual drawing, but you can always improve, alright? Erase whatever you didn't like. Add shadows. Whatever you want, man. For example, this right here. And the drawing that I'm looking at, he has a shadow. That shadow comes all the way out here. That shadow goes all the way out here. And then he comes back to his neck. And then he goes right here, okay? So we're gonna follow-ish. It's not like I'm following the whole drawing. Because you can always do your own version of the drawing. Like I said, while drawing, you got the power to do anything you want with it. Do your own version. Yes, always do your own version. You don't want to be a copycat. Unless you want to, of course. There's nothing wrong with that, of course. There's a shadow. exercise that I had, which is the toning of the muscles. You know, he's a muscular man, angel, whatever the hell. If you want to give him a 6-pack, a 8-pack, you can go right ahead and do that. Like this. There you go. See this right here? The drawing, you didn't have it. Okay, you can always do your own version. It's always more fun when you do your own version. For example, if you want to design on the helmet, you can always do your own design. You can do some lines. You can do, since he is an angel, you can add wings to the helmet. Looks a little bit dumber with the wings on it, but like I said, it's your drawing. You do what you want, okay? I'm just going to erase these wings because I don't like them, okay? You can always do one side to be evil and the other side to be the good side. You can always cut him in half, make him dark on one side. I mean, it's gotta be even, you know, on the evenly cut in half, so you can do half of the helmet dark, the other half to be white. Do one of the wings to be bat-like, making into demon wings, you know, pointy with skin looking. The other side with beautiful wings, white wings, while these ones are dark. You know, you can always do one like this. Make it your own. You know, connect them over here. You see, always make it your own. Okay. There we go. This ribbon goes all the way behind him. It goes right behind his arm. That's as far as I'm gonna go with the white, like I was saying earlier. When I used to paint or color, they always tell you to always go in one direction. Always. You cannot always go over the line and you can always erase it. It's always fine as long as you go to the same direction, okay? It's gonna make your drawing to be better looking. There you go. If you miss a little spot, you can always go back and fill it up. But always make sure you go the same direction that you started with. Just like this. I'm gonna make this line a little darker. So we can see the outline. And then you can make some fire on this side only. There you go. Okay, so we can do more shadows. All of these arm. As that side to be a little darker. You can always paint this. Okay. So this is how it's looking, okay? It's not turning out to be that bad, okay? It's alright. Always add whatever you want to it. If you like flowers, add flowers. If you like spikes, add spikes to it. Like on this side, you can add spikes to the helmet, and to the arm guards, to the arm. There you go. Just add as many spikes as you want. Make him look as dangerous as you want. Facing all directions. Sticking out on the back. There we go. You can always do your version. It's so much fun. Better than to just follow some randoms is your home. I'm just gonna erase this line in the center because it doesn't really go with the. It doesn't even look good, alright? It was just in the way. There we go. That looks better. See over here, you can do some flowers. You can do a sting. You can always do a rose. Oh my. Excuse me. I could not control that. It just came from my throat. It wasn't even a burp or nothing. That's gross. Anyway, you can do the roses. You can always color them later on. Add some shadow to the helmet. There you go. That one has some shadow on this side only. And then on this side, it's got some white spots from the light, I guess. The light is reflecting off his helmet. So it's got the little lines right there from the light. You can always go over your lines, make them a little darker, especially if you shaded some parts like here. There you go. If you have any suggestions on what to draw next, you can always leave it in the comments. I don't mind drawing anything. Just anything will do. Except peepees, okay? No peepees. Maybe. No BBs. Maybe. Unless we put some coverage on them. I don't know. Like pixelated, you know? A pixelated cock. You can always do some for your drawing, you know? Always add it on the body. You always gotta do your research on the body. Because there's so many muscles in your body that you gotta know how he moves. If it's facing one way, if it's facing the other one, if they're bent down, if they are standing up. If she or he is kneeling on the floor. All of those, you gotta see how the muscles move. So, there's always that. I'm gonna go right ahead and turn this drawing around so you guys can see how it's looking, okay? Can you see it better? You got the dark side, the evil side. You get the bad wings. Let me erase the other one. Because you know I did the 2 angel wings and not 1 demon. And 1. That's more like it. You see? The bad wing. It's gonna erase it. Looks horrible, okay? Don't even pay attention to it. There we go, that's what I like. Okay, I'm gonna erase the other one. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. There you go. I did those lines a little too dark, so you always gotta be careful not to do that same mistake I just did. So you gotta press really hard to erase it. Sometimes it won't come off. Oh. But if you have a good eraser, you got a better chance to erase it, okay? It's up to you if you want to this. If you want to do like a tail, make it look like the demon. Color the other half of it to be dark. I usually do all the shadows with a pencil that the construction workers use. I don't know if you have seen them or not. This guy, they are a little wide. And then I'll show you one in a minute. That's the one I usually use. And it makes the shadows go a little faster. That way I don't take my sweet time with the shadows like this. For example, if you're drawing, it's gonna be dark or black. Make sure you leave it a little gray and do like super dark where the shadow is at. For example here. Okay. This is where the shadow was at first. All of these right here. There you go. Well, that is the drawing. Like I said, do your own version of it. And don't worry about what people say about it. Since you're not gonna give the drawing away, it's gonna be yours to keep. Unless somebody wants it and they do love it, then it is up to you to give it away or not. That's gonna be